Hi, Jennifer. It was really nice to get your video response. Sorry, I just have to explain. I've just actually got back from hospital. It's been a really difficult weekend for me, but I'll explain that on in a second. I just wanted to say that you know I respect you so much for responding to me, and I mean your ukuleles for hands. I mean, they're beautiful. You're beautiful, and yes, we can be friends. If you'd like to give me a home address, number, telephone number, parents' names, origin of birth, that sort of details. I'd like to probably, we could start a band, but that's something that leads me on to my story about my weekend. It was the best weekend of my life in many ways. sorry, sorry. But in other ways, obviously, as you can tell, I'm very upset and sorry, and not very well either. As I said, I've just come back out of hospital because basically what happened was I was really upset this week and really low, and at a low ebb because Stacey Smith, just this bitch from school, didn't invite me to her pool party because she thinks I'm a lesbian. Um, I couldn't have gone anyway because the last time I was in a pool, I did severely shock myself and the other swimmers, because there's a lot of like electricity because I'm part microphone. Anyway, so I was really low and upset, and my mum she booked me backstage tickets to go and see The Wanted, which was really great because they're like one of my favourite bands, really inspirational to me, and so that was great. I mean, I was backstage, and this is where it all sort of started. Um, One of their microphones stopped working, and my mum sort of shoved me on stage. Said, "Go and take this opportunity, freak." Um, Sorry. Yeah. So at first they were a little bit, they didn't really want me to go on stage because they knew I had a disability, but I think a lot of them thought I just had Down syndrome. But that when the technicians explained that they could use my fully functioning microphone head to complete the gig with, they were more than happy to use me. So it was really awesome. I sat on stage while they performed using me as the microphone until this is where it went a bit wrong. One of the guitarists wanted to do a fancy solo, and he put his leg on my shoulder and shredded this high-pitched solo right into my head. Sorry. And the feedback actually caused part of my arm to fall off. It's fine now, they've stitched it all back together, but part of my arm fell off, and obviously I was unconscious. The boys were still trying to sing. They thought that I was just, doing a dance. It took them about 5 more songs to realise that I was actually passed out, and smoke was sort of coming out of this sort of general area, and I had to be taken to A&E where they turned me off for a bit and got a full written apology. I've got about, you know, 2 grand compensation, but it won't compensate for how I feel right now, which is very fragile. And I think the doctors said that the buzzing will probably stop within the next 2 to 3 months, which is pretty shit. Um, but yeah, I just thought I'd send you this video because you can understand what it's like to have things go technically wrong. I can imagine you have a lot of difficulties when, doing daily tasks with your hands. Anyhow, get back to me. It was really great to hear from you again. I gotta go now because I'm really feeling a little bit. Yeah, sorry, I've gotta go.